Now Pedro, hard to stop when he gets ahead of steam like this, and he's found Jack Hinshelwood, and Hinshelwood has buried it! The local lad smashing home the opener. What a finish!
Jack, so let's go through it. There's your dad, Adam, your great uncle Martin, your uncle Danny, your great grandfather Wally, and your grandfather Paul all played professional football. Have I missed anyone out?
No, I don't think so.
So every time the Hinshewoods get together, what do you talk about apart from football, or is it just football?
No, yeah, as you can probably guess, it's like a Monday night football show every time we pick up. It's purely football. And to be fair, one thing they've always been great on is they've never put that pressure on me that like it's on me to be the next one sort of coming through. It's like sort of just go out there and enjoy it, and that's all I've done really. Since a young age I've just loved playing football, and it's all I've ever wanted to do, but it's never been any pressure on me to kind of make it. It's just I've gone out there every day just enjoying myself, yeah.
How much does that help, not having that pressure?
Oh, massively, yeah. It's like, you know, there's no weight on your shoulders at all to feel you have to go out there and perform. It's just, obviously there is in my eyes, but in their eyes, it's, you know, they just want to see me enjoying myself and doing what I want to do.
You made your Premier League debut the last game of last season against Villa. Did you think then, oh, this is really good because I've been around the squad, it's a one-off, or did you think, right, this is my opportunity and you've got the summer ahead of you to really sort of knuckle down and get yourself so you're in that position, or you're in the squad every week?
Yeah, of course. You know, it was last game of the season, so I think I've been around the squad for about 4 or 5 months by that point, and you know, I've been working hard, and I think that had been recognised by the gaffer and his coaching staff. And to make my debut there on the last day was obviously a special feeling, but at the same time I saw it as a great opportunity as to what I want to be doing every day next year. So getting them opportunities in the summer series, starting against Chelsea and Brentford, you know, I thought I did okay in them games, and you know, I just really wanted to create a great impression of myself under the gaffer. And yeah, as you see, as time's gone on, he's shown more faith in me.
What's the best thing about playing under Roberto?
So many, everything, yeah. I mean, I've loved every second of it, but I think the main thing is you see how many opportunities he gives. And you know, I had an opportunity at Villa away, and then Villa away again. I got my first start, and you know, that day it was really disappointing, obviously, the result and the way things turned out, but I was just determined after that to start and be on the right side of a result.
It seems to me, now you can tell me differently, but James Milner seems to have taken a sort of particular interest in your career. I guess that's because, I mean, I think he was 16 when he made his Premier League debut, so he knows a little bit of what you're going through and the challenges of coming into this environment at such a young age.
Yeah, no, Millie's been great ever since he come in. I think he provides so much experience, and like the situations that we're going through now, I think, you know, he's been there before, and it's great to have him and Lallana, all the senior boys, Danny Welbeck, to have them around is great. And particularly Milner, obviously playing similar positions, and having him to learn off every day, just the way he trains, his standards around everything, and yeah, I pick up so much off him.
Does he tell you particular things, you know, during the games, or is it during training that he'll say to you, or will he talk to you about things off the field? Yeah,
I think it's like little details that he, you know, picks up on and gives great advice on, and that can be in games, in training. Like I wore a snood out to training once before, and he was like, "What you got that on for? I didn't have you down as that type of guy." And I was like, "Yeah, no, you're probably right."
Have you worn it since?
Haven't worn a snood since now. And like, it's just little things like that, and he's great for the group.
I mean, if you had a career that James Milner's had, you'd be absolutely thrilled.
Oh no, I'm delighted, obviously. I think what's he been going now, 22 years in the Premier League? I mean,
might be a bit more than that.
Yeah, that's some going. I mean, if I can have half the career he's had, I'd be delighted.
I mean, you're playing most of your games at the moment at right back, or a sort of inverted right back position, but what's your favourite position? Where, if Roberto said to you, right Jack, where do you want to play in this team?
I mean, it'd probably be in midfield. But I've always, the position I'm playing now at right back, I mean, in possession I find myself sort of in midfield and higher up anyway. And growing up, you know, everyone wants to score goals, and one of my idols was Frank Lampard, and I used to watch the way he got into the box and score goals, and I think that's someone who I tried to base my game off a little bit, and I think that's always something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do both. I wanted to sort of be a box-to-box player and, yeah, score goals, and But no, I'm probably in the centre midfield is where I'd probably be most. That's where I'd see myself playing. But at the position I'm playing now, I'm really happy. I'm just really happy to be playing in this team week in, week out.
Talked about James Milner giving you some advice. What about your dad? What's the best bit of advice he's given you?
Yeah, no, he's been great. As I said earlier, like there was never any pressure on. He never put any pressure on me. I mean, we sat in. I think there was a turning point, like at under 14s. I think last game of the season, we just got back off holiday and we was playing Fulham in the morning. And I went out and snuck and played 9 holes before we played, and like, yeah, the game. I think we lost 5-0. And then I think he told me in the car after the game, like, he had to go sit in the car at half time. He said he couldn't watch no more of that, and you know, he was being brutally honest that day, saying that, you know, you can't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
that's something that stuck with you, clearly.
Yeah, he's always been brutally honest with me. Like each game he used to come watch, he'd always be honest in how he thought I played and what I could get better. But no, yeah, he's been great.
Is he still like that now when he watches you? When he saw you score against Brentford and saw you score against Spurs, did he say, actually, you may have done that a bit better?
Yeah, he might have said something nice that day. Yeah, I think he have, but he's been great. Like he'll always pick up on something that I can improve on in a game, and yeah, always give me honest feedback.
The Europa League experience, how have you found that compared to the Premier League? Some of the stadiums that we've been to and the atmosphere has been a bit different, haven't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, made my European debut away at Athens, and that was a very hostile atmosphere, you know, going there away from home, and you know, yeah, the atmosphere in there was
Do you feel like when you're on the pitch, can you still sense that? Because you're obviously focused on your game and your own performance, but can you feel all the sort of environment?
Yeah, you're
around
obviously focused on the game, but I think it's hard to ignore the amount of noise that they make in there, and it makes it a very tough place to go. Even if, you know, probably if we're playing them, we're expected to beat them, but I think it's a massive leveler when you go to their stadium and their fans are making that kind of noise in there.
If we're sitting here, Jack, in, I don't know, 4 or 5 months' time at the end of the season, what would you like to think that the team, not just you individually, but the team have been able to achieve in the rest of this season?
Yeah, obviously, you know, as we stand now, we're still in the FA Cup and top the group in the Europa League, so we're through to the last 16 and we're 7th in the Premier League, so I think there's lots of targets for us to go and achieve. I mean, obviously winning an FA Cup or Europa League would be a great achievement for the club. Obviously, the club, I don't think, has won anything of that severity before, so achieving something like that for the fans would be, yeah, great.